Welcome to this advanced level history quiz. Get ready to challenge yourself with some tough questions covering world history. You'll have 10 seconds to answer each question, but feel free to pause the video if you need more time. Let's see how much you know about the past and the events that shaped the world. Good luck. Who was the first Holy Roman Emperor? Charlemagne was crowned as the first Holy Roman Emperor by Pope Leo III in 800 AD. The Treaty of Versailles ended which war? The Treaty of Versailles, signed in 1919, officially ended World War I, imposing heavy reparations on Germany. Which ancient civilization built the Machu Picchu? The Inca civilization constructed Machu Picchu in the Andes Mountains in present-day Peru during the 15th century. Fun fact: the Inca civilization was one of the largest and most powerful empires in pre-Columbian America. It originated in the Andean region of South America and flourished from the early 13th century until the Spanish conquest in the 16th century. Location: the Inca Empire was mainly located in what is now Peru, but extended into present-day Ecuador, Bolivia, Chile, Argentina, and Colombia. Capital: the capital city of the Inca Empire was Cusco. Architecture: they were known for their incredible stonework, with structures like Machu Picchu demonstrating their architectural skill. Conquest: the empire fell to the Spanish conquistadors led by Francisco Pizarro in the 1530s. The Inca civilization remains fascinating for its achievements in architecture, engineering, and organization, despite lacking certain technologies like the wheel or a written language. In which year did India gain independence from Britain? India gained independence from British rule on August 15, 1947, after decades of struggle and civil disobedience led by figures like Mahatma Gandhi. The Magna Carta was signed in which year? The Magna Carta was signed in 1215 by King John of England, establishing the principle that the king was subject to the law. Who led the Haitian Revolution, resulting in the first independent Black Republic? Toussaint Louverture led the Haitian Revolution against French colonial rule, resulting in Haiti's independence in 1804. Who was the last emperor of China? Puyi was the last emperor of China, ruling during the Qing dynasty. He was dethroned in 1912 when China became a republic. In which country did the Industrial Revolution begin? The Industrial Revolution began in the United Kingdom in the late 18th century, leading to massive changes in manufacturing and industry. Which empire did Alexander the Great defeat to create his vast empire? Alexander the Great conquered the Persian Empire under King Darius III, extending his rule across much of Asia and Europe. Who was the first president of the United States? George Washington became the first president of the United States in 1789 after leading the American Revolutionary War. What event triggered World War I? The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria in 1914 triggered the outbreak of World War I. The Berlin Wall fell in which year, marking the end of the Cold War? The Berlin Wall fell in 1989, symbolizing the collapse of communist regimes in Eastern Europe and marking the end of the Cold War. Who was the longest reigning British monarch before Queen Elizabeth II? Queen Victoria reigned for 63 years from 1837 to 1901, the longest reign in British history before Queen Elizabeth II. The Russian Revolution of 1917 resulted in the overthrow of which dynasty? The Russian Revolution of 1917 overthrew the Romanov dynasty, leading to the establishment of a communist government. The Marshall Plan was an initiative to rebuild which region after World War II? The Marshall Plan was a US-led initiative that provided aid to rebuild European economies after World War II. Who led the non-violent struggle for civil rights in the United States in the 1950s and 1960s? Martin Luther King Jr. led the nonviolent civil rights movement, advocating for racial equality and justice in the US. What year did the Titanic sink? The Titanic, a British passenger liner, famously sank in the North Atlantic Ocean on its maiden voyage in 1912. Who was the first person to reach the South Pole? Norwegian explorer Roald Amundsen was the first person to reach the South Pole in December 1911. What was the name of the last major battle of the Napoleonic Wars? The Battle of Waterloo, fought in 1815, marked the final defeat of Napoleon Bonaparte, ending the Napoleonic Wars. The Opium Wars were fought between Britain and which country? The Opium Wars were fought between Britain and China in the mid-19th century, primarily over trade disputes, including the British export of opium to China. How did you do? I hope you enjoyed testing your knowledge of history. Comment below with how many you got right and if any questions stumped you. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more quizzes like this one. Thanks for playing.